Okay, so buying your first board, what do you need to know? There's ways to get the biggest bang for your buck, and there's ways to literally throw your money down the toilet. Today we're going to talk about construction and how that relates to you in the water. So first of all, this is our entry-level softboard. This is made with two stringers of wood that go down here that stiffen up EPS foam. It is soft on top, it's got a slicker plastic underneath. One thing we've noticed in R&D that the all plastic on the bottom, it'll last 10 times longer if it pretty much never sees the sun. Just something to remember, because most surfboards you put wax side down. These ones, they're better off going wax side up. And also you don't need much wax on these, you just use a soft wax, it's fine, all softies. These are built to a price, so they last, a couple years. They also have a rail profile that's only good for going straight. It's very sharp, and if you put it on, if you're going along the face of the wave, they actually catch the face and try and throw you off. So they're good to go straight. They go straight really well. Here, this rail profile is more rounded. So if I put my hand like that and go like that, it's got more of a round shape. It doesn't have a squared off edge. What that means is when you actually go to turn, this falls away from the face and it makes it more like a regular surfboard, and you can start learning to turn. This also has a negra through the plastic slick on the bottom, which is a type of fiberglass. It works a bit like an onion bag. You drop an onion in a bag and it opens up, and when you pull it out, it closes again, which gives you more projection down the line. This board also has 3 stringers of wood, and they're really, really thick. So it makes it really stiff and it makes it really strong. Also, the rail, if you have a fundamental error that you're making, this is made from a soft foam, and it can actually be sanded and adjusted to suit you. I, for example, have the odd back problem, and I've sanded the edge a bit straighter at the bottom and given it a sharper edge on my kids' board. They haven't noticed, but it helps me get up, and I can be a bit slower getting up, and it forgives me. All right, so that one is literally $100 more than the last one I showed you. The next one, which I don't have and we've stopped selling, is where you buy an epoxy softboard. They're hard inside and they're soft on the outside. Now, the reason we've stopped selling them is because of the foam on these boards and the epoxy ones and the cheaper one there. They are really, really good quality foam. And if you hit a rock with them, or you knock something in your house with it, or the kids open the car door on it, you can't actually see the damage. Generally, you can't see it. So what happens with this board, for example, is you whack it with a car door or you hit it on something, you generally don't see the damage. But what happens is there is no damage because the foam expands back out to where it was. With epoxy softies, you can actually damage the fiberglass inside and they can start taking on water. They're very expensive to repair. You have to know where you hit it. And so they're becoming landfill. And we've decided as a surf company that it's not the right thing to do for the environment. So we're no longer doing that. These boards you have a lot longer because you can change from soft fins to hard fins. With the cheaper softies, generally you can't. First one I showed you, the white one, they just have a fin that connects from the bottom to the top and you can't change it out. So your learning curve is really short on that one, but this one, it's longer, and then you change fins and you start your learning curve again. So generally you'll have this for much longer and enjoy it much more. However, these are not as forgiving as the first one because that rolled rail, it does fall away from the face. So if you're making mistakes constantly, you might be better off having a cheaper one with a sharp rail. Okay, that's my tip for the day. And the next video that we're going to do is we'll bring in an epoxy board, and we'll show you what happens when you hit them and how they fill up with water. Thanks very much. I'm Simon from Surf Society. Bye.